Started with this old pipe that I found around the plant here for my takedown of some machinery. They're gonna throw it away. So I grabbed that, just took a few big bolts and bolted it into this log. It's pretty heavy. I found this branch back behind the plant there. Cut it down. Got it like that. Got a few extra branches there. I'm gonna take off this bark, sand it down, and attach them in a few different spots. I'm basically gonna drill a hole, put a screw all the way through, see if that holds it, put a little wood glue. I'm gonna paint the pole some color, I'm not really sure yet. Got a few different colors there. And it's still a little bit, even though it's really heavy, it's a little bit wobbly. So I found some old bolts that they're gonna throw away. Some old trash. I'm gonna put these in the pipe here just to weigh it down. Probably gonna put like half this box here. And I found me a lucky penny, so I gotta put it in there. See what I'm saying? Alright, so while that's drying, I'm gonna start taking the bark off. Alright, I just got this all sanded down. Right now there's a little sand block. I haven't busted out my electric sander yet. I'm just gonna wipe it down a little bit. Then I take a sock, give it a little gray stain there. Just gonna hopefully pick up some of that cool pattern in the wood there. And then I'll get back on that part there. So after I stain it, wipe it down, going over it with a little chisel here and just kind of taking some off here and giving it a good little grain line here. And I'll wipe it down one more time. It's gonna give it a nice weathered look. I'm gonna add those two right there, kind of like that. Alright, this is what I got so far. Got a couple of screws coming out. Add a couple of branches there. Do a little more sanding, maybe stain it. I got a honey color stain. That gray turned out pretty cool. And the silver looks half decent. But I want to make it lean back a little bit, so I'm gonna cut it in a little tiny bit. Maybe add something in there to push it back a little bit. Doesn't have much play room though. Kind of leans forward a little much. I might actually cut this part off. This kind of, I have this little hook right here. All right, so I found some more of this, well, I guess is cedar, to fill in some of the gaps here. It was kind of looked too skinny on this side, so I just added a little chunk here, kind of like used some chisels to kind of shape it a little bit and screwed it in there. And that's what I got here. I think this is probably gonna be the front. I added this one here. Added some wood glue, one screw going through, and same with this one. It's not as strong as I want it to be, but it's pretty good. Put another support board in there, a little piece of wood. There it is so far. So I I got some wood filler. Use that to fill in all the gaps, and then I'll sand it down. I got some extra little hooks that I might hang around the bottom and maybe midway up. Just for stuff like a dog leash and maybe a few little things like that. All right. This has been drying for a couple of hours. Just kind of filled in all the gaps there and there as well. So now I just need to take it back, sand it down. I also filled in this pretty good here just to give it more of a solid look. Once I sand it and stain it all the same color, it should look pretty good, hopefully. There it is. Alrighty, here's the finished product. Added a few little silver hooks to match the silver bottom. Added these little braces, make sure it's not front heavy. One little clear cut to give it a little bit of shine. Overall, looks pretty cool. I had to put it this way because it leans forward and that way. But it was a fun little project. Turned out pretty cool. Pretty strong. With all that weight in it, it's real heavy. So I can hold some heavy jackets, no problem. It was a lot of fun to make. So you could probably make it with all different types of things. It'd be cool to add some like deer antlers at the top or something. But you can do whatever you want.